Hello, everyone. Prosecutors promised a mountain of evidence this morning as both former state Senate Majority Leader Dean Skelos and his son Adam pleaded not guilty in federal court. The two were charged with conspiracy, extortion, and bribery, and if convicted, could be doing some serious prison time. Capitol reporter Kimberly Howard back from Manhattan and live in our Capitol Bureau now. Kimberly, you were in court as the Skeloses were arraigned. Was there anything really surprising to come out of the hearing?
Well, it's just the sheer volume of potential evidence here. We knew the feds were using wiretaps, but we didn't know just how much information the prosecution planned to present. Today, we found out there is a lot, and much of it digital. After being arraigned on federal corruption charges along with his son Adam, former Senate Majority Leader Dean Skelos had nothing to say outside federal court.
He's not going to say anything beyond what we said in the courtroom.
In the courtroom, the prosecution detailed how much information they've gathered on the father and son, telling the judge the feds wiretapped the senator's phone for 2.5 months and that 2 of Adam Skelos' phones, including a so-called burner phone, were tapped for a total of 5 months. This all culminating in 2,400 audio files, plus emails, text messages, phone records, bank records, millions of pages the prosecution says are relevant to the case. The heart of the case is outlined in a 6-count indictment handed up by a federal grand jury last week. It says the crimes began in 2010 and ended this past April, a time when authorities say Skelos dangled his powerful position atop the Senate like a carrot, bribing a real estate development firm and an environmental technology company with tax abatements and other legislation that would work in their favor. This all allegedly in exchange for money for his son. The indictment accuses Skelos of illegally steering roughly $300,000 towards Adam and says the two covered it up by using coded language and disguising the payments as legitimate work.
Can I get in my car, please?
After the arraignment, Senator Skelos headed back to work, where he still holds on to his regular Senate seat in Albany. There are 9 more scheduled session days to go for the legislature, but for the Skeloses, more court appearance and eventually a federal trial. Now, the defense will have until July 30th to review all of that potential evidence. They can then determine how much time they'll need before trial, which, because there's so much to consider, may not begin until next year. Live at the Capitol Bureau, Kimberly Howard, CBS 6 News.